you're a busy gamer who doesn't have time to watch a 20-minute review on a game. So I'm here today to give you a review of upcoming game Potion Permit in less than 5 minutes. Before we start, I just want to give a huge thank you to P-Cube Games for even inviting me to play the Potion Permit Alpha. With that being said, please keep in mind this was an alpha build that I played and am going to be reviewing. So of course, things are going to be different when the final version of the game is released. So the game is about a chemist. You're playing as a chemist who is coming from the capital, which is like a major city, into a small town. Nobody trusts you because you're from the capital, and I guess people from the city can't be trusted, I don't know. And you have to gain the trust of the townsfolk. So there's a lot of social interaction in the game. There's a lot of gathering resources, there's combat, and there's a lot of brewing potions, which is pretty dope. So here's what the game did right. First of all, it has such a unique premise. A lot of games now, I think, focus a lot on farming and they try to be Stardew Valley. But this game said, no. We're gonna focus on making potions. And I don't know, I think that really draws you in and it gives you a different gameplay experience. The gameplay itself is super engaging. There's combat, you're fighting monsters all the time to get resources. There's the typical gathering of resources by chopping down trees, hitting rocks. The game also has a social simulator in it. So there are townsfolk that you can befriend, there's gift giving, there's friendship levels to raise, there is romance and characters. So if you're into that type of stuff, this game has that for you. This game also has a lot of RPG elements in it, a lot of upgrading your character, upgrading your cauldron to be better at brewing potions, upgrading the room that you treat your sick patients in. But the biggest thing I think that this game does right, which makes it stand out so much, is how much it involves you in being the actual chemist. So to diagnose your sick patients, you don't just go up to them and press A. There's an entire mini game involved in it. So you are actually doing some work to diagnose your patients, and same goes with brewing the potions. Of course, you have to go and gather all the resources and whatnot, but even when it's time to make the actual potions, you are 100% involved in it. You have to put everything in the cauldron, and then there is a little Tetris-like mini game for you to play in order to brew the potions. So I feel like the game really makes you take on the role of the chemist, which I totally appreciate. And there's a dog in the game. I mean, every good game has a dog. You can pet him. He does follow you around. So here's where the game can improve, and it's actually all technical stuff. I think the gameplay is phenomenal. I think it's engaging. I think the storyline is going to hook you. I really think that the developers did an amazing job with this game. So during my time playing, sometimes there would be no names to characters, or like I had my dog named one thing, but then the name on his little dog house said something completely different. The game did glitch on me once where I got stuck behind a counter in a store and I did have to like restart the day to get her out of the counter. Another glitch was having to do with the map. I would open it up and absolutely nothing would be labeled, so I kind of had to just figure everything out for myself the first time, and then I just had to remember where every specific building was. Those are the only things I really think the game needs to improve on. And remember, like I said in the beginning, this is an alpha build, so guess what, guys? The developers have already addressed all of this. The people who played the alpha did voice all of these glitches and bugs and whatnot, and the devs are going to fix it. They actually pushed back the release date of the game, so they are going to be able to fix everything. So by the time this game comes out, I think it's going to be a pretty amazing game, and I really suggest that everyone checks this one out because I think it's going to be something different, something unique, and something super engaging.